Good afternoon, Cochrane. We're here today. We're going to be talking with Tommy Knitter with the Cochrane Track and Field Association, who has some exciting news to share about a project that's coming to Cochrane. And we're also going to be sharing about the Community Better Challenge, and we want, we want everybody to participate so we can get those numbers up. So if you haven't already, go to thatparticipaction.com and download the app, and then we'll go from there. Is that you, Coach K403? Is that you, Tommy? Are you Coach K403? Okay, I'm just gonna let Tommy into our live here. Hopefully this works. All right, there we go. I think he's coming on. Yes, we did it. It's always a celebration when I get this right.
We're connected.
We're connected. All right. Perfect. How are you doing?
I am doing outstanding today.
Nice.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I'm so looking forward to this. I know I was invited to provide a letter of support on behalf of Sport for Life Cochrane a few months ago around this project, but I don't know. I think you've been doing some community town halls and getting the word out, but maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself first and what you do, and then we can talk about the project.
That would be awesome. My name is Tommy Knitter. I am the co-athletic director at Cochrane High School. I've been a teacher here for 4 years. And before that, I was a community member. I grew up in Cochrane, and I was an avid sports enthusiast with my time here growing up. And now I spend my time as a cyclist as well as a coach here at Cochrane High School for football, track and field, and a few other sports teams.
That's so awesome. They're so lucky to have you there. I
Thank
remember
you.
looking back last spring because my daughter was in grade 12 and looking at your physical literacy minutes, and I was just cheering there. Yay, keep those kids active, build that core. So that was good. It was very challenging, right? A challenging year with COVID. So you've done a great job with that.
Physically engaged, and
yeah, so cool. So with that, I know that's sort of a big hat and big role that you have in our community, but what about this project? Tell us about what's happening.
Yeah, so this project is through the Cochrane Track and Field Association, and we formed an association last year, and we are hoping to bring enhancement to the tri-school site. So the tri-school site is between Cochrane High School, Manitowoc, and Elizabeth Barrett. And yeah, we're hoping that, we have a few partners involved through alumni, through Rocky View Schools, as well as community stakeholders. And our goal is to bring a two-phased athletic facility here. So our first phase is a multi-purpose athletic field that is complete with lights, score clock, as well as bleachers. We're hoping to have a decent amount of seating here. And our second phase represents a 4-lane training track facility. And yeah, it's something that we've been working on for, like I said, about a year now. And it's been a tremendous, tremendous project. And we're starting to get some real headway.
That's awesome. And now I see a whole bunch of followers here with coach in their title. Are those friends that you invited to join us today?
Yeah, something like that. In my time in the football circle, I've gotten to know a few of the guys that are now coaches in the community. And whether it's, coaches in the city of Calgary, or north in Edmonton or St. Albert. I've got a pretty good network through athletics.
That's so great. Well, welcome to everybody. And so in addition to telling us about the project and having a great track and field facility for Cochrane and hopefully supporting the surrounding area, allowing some great sport opportunities at all levels and community partnerships, I mean, it's so exciting. And so we're also here today to talk about the Community Better Challenge. And do you know much about that?
I do. I've been participating now for about a week now, and I think it's really cool. So I really like the goal of the challenge to get, community members engaged in physical activity. So I have actually hooked up my Strava and my Garmin watch so the activity minutes transfer over for the town of Cochrane. And things I've been doing this week to help move Cochrane up and is I've been biking, I've been golfing. We had a little bit of baseball in there as well, and I actually taught a spin class earlier in the week to one of my classes, and that was part of that was for the Community Better Challenge.
Yay. That's so cool. I love hearing these stories too, where, you know, one teacher or coach can get a whole group going. So that's what it's all about. So for anyone joining who hasn't or doesn't know about the challenge, it's a challenge put on by Participation across the country. So our old, you know, good old Hal and Joanne that we all might remember from, depending how old you are, from the early Participation days, trying to get Canadians moving. And so this is their version today of getting communities active. And so you just go onto the Participation website or onto the app, download the app, and then you can find the Community Better Challenge, and then track your minutes. Like Tommy said, you can do it through your devices or you can do it manually through the app, and it works pretty well. And then the goal is to become Canada's most active community, and then we win a prize of $100,000. But I think the other cool part about this is just all the partnerships and the excitement that's happening throughout the community as well. So yeah, there's lots of good workplace challenges and team challenges as well. So it's been super fun.
Totally. I couldn't agree more.
That's awesome. All right. So back to you. What are your favorite, I know you've mentioned a whole bunch, but what are your favorite activities to do around Cochrane?
Right now, my number one favorite activity is definitely cycling. I'm certainly putting a lot of minutes in on the road bike this summer. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm also, I would say, I hope it counts, but I love fishing in the area. We have a pretty great area for fishing. And so that's something I'm always trying to get a little bit better at. And I would say, you know, just through, you know, my coaching, I'm sort of able to get more of our community members active, whether that's working on sprinting or athletic development at the school or coaching football. Yeah, I absolutely love being active in this community. Something I'm going to try this summer is the disc golf in town. That's something that we're hoping to get out and give a go because I had not tried it. And the last thing I would say is I love walking my dog in the area. I know there's a gorgeous off-leash park down by the Bow River that we love to visit. And yeah, it's just a gorgeous community. It's a great place to be active.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I share all of your favorite activities. I'm surprised we haven't seen each other out on the paths, although you probably just blow right by me. So that's awesome. And, you know, we were on just a little bit about Sport for Life Cochrane, and our goal through this project is to create more awareness of our organization, because our goal is to bring people like you and sport leaders and recreation leaders across the community together to share ideas and share resources and work with each other so that, you know, we can get all kids and everyone in Cochrane being physically active, because we know how important that is for mental health, for overall health, and for that sense of community connection, which sounds like you're a real catalyst for in the community. So I have a question for you. Last week we had a call with the Cochrane Sport Network, which is about 26 or 30 local sport organizations who are getting together and just having these conversations, almost like the start of maybe a mini sport council for Cochrane. We don't know where it's going to lead, but some great conversations. One of the things that came up was, how do we get access to, or how do we reach those kids and those families that are not participating, that don't know about organized sport or don't feel like they belong? Or, you know, what do you do with the, I'm going to say the girls mostly, but the girls who come into high school already hating physical activity, and you've kind of lost them, right? It's really hard to get them back because everything's so organized and they feel like they don't have the skills or the confidence to participate. So what do you say? What's some strategies that you could offer us?
Totally. I couldn't agree more. Well, here at the high school, you know, we're blessed with tremendous volunteer coaches. And I got to give one of my teammates a shout out. Esther Sieben is a tremendous track coach as well as girls volleyball coach. We've got a tremendous basketball program here, an up and coming basketball. Like, we're so proud of the things that we've been able to do. So we're really hoping to keep including those individuals. And one of the ways is, you know, we try and have a fun environment here at Cochrane High School that encourages those individuals that might not be inclined to do physical activity. We try and bring those guys in with a little bit of fun. And we also try and be leaders, and we try and do what we say and lead through activity. Our PE department, where we have avid outdoor enthusiasts, we have road cyclists, we have golfers, we have backcountry campers. And I think if kids can sort of see role models that are physically active in the community, it's also going to help inspire them to be active. And touching on your comments about our meeting last week, yeah, it was really cool to meet with so many different sports groups in the area. I felt like, I was unfamiliar with a few of them, and I've been given the opportunity to connect with cycling organizations in town and other organizations. And yeah, it was a great networking opportunity, and I'm excited for what the future holds.
It's great. I love hearing that. And a few of us were reflecting after the meeting and saying how much we just enjoy that, because we can see you can almost see the connections happening. And just by a simple, Zoom call, hopefully one day we'll turn it into a live in-person call. But that is a role that Sport for Life Cochrane really wants to take on continue on, is just to be that bridge to kind of bring groups together. We're a bit of a neutral ground, right? And everybody can come together and share their ideas and pool their resources. So that's great. Thanks for being there.
Cool.
All right. So I have another question for you. When we win the $100,000, what would you, I probably know the answer to this, but what would you like that money invested in?
I think it's a great question, and I'm actually going to talk about your community survey results a little bit. But the things that I got from that survey was that some of the young athletes' inability to participate in physical activity revolves around time and money. And it's something that, not everyone can be aware of in the community, but there's even students that we have here at the high school that aren't able to play sports that they want to play due to lack of money or lack of access to resources or training facilities. So I want to see that money spent on continuing to get young athletes involved in our community, and continue to give young athletes access to facilities. That's what I would nominate the $100,000. And I hope we win. I'm going to keep my activity minutes as high as I can for the next 2 weeks. But yeah.
Cool. That's great. Well, I love it. And have you set up a team yet?
I have not set up a team yet. Today was our first day here during our exam break, and I'm hoping to get a Cochrane High team of staff members together, because we have a very passionate group of educators as well as physically active teachers. So I'm hoping to get a group going, and yeah.
Yeah, we set up a team with another couple, so there's 4 of us, and it's fun because my partner posts our stats every day on this text screen, so I can see if I'm lagging behind my team and I want to pick up my minutes. And it's just a really fun way to engage and then create some friendly competition, and then hopefully that boosts our minutes, because I think Cochrane's been stuck in, I forget which place we're in, 17th in Alberta or something, and we want to really push it this week and try to bump ourselves up into the top 10 for sure. So we have just under 2 weeks left to go, so the big push is on. And so watch our social media channels, our website, and yeah, there's going to be some more prizes coming out, some more challenges coming out over the weekend. So we really appreciate your support, and yeah, coming on today to share about the exciting track and field project. And yeah, I think we'll just continue to build it out as we go and create those connections.
Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for getting our community engaged in physical activity. I absolutely love the initiative, and I love what Sport for Life Cochrane is doing right now. So thank you very much for having me.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Get out there and
take care.
Bye.